where are you on this? 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, he returns 100%? Give me a number.
I don't know that I would go 100%, but I would say it's at least 70-30. It may be higher than that, And, when you look at the recruiting aspect of it, I mean, his linebackers that he's recruited for this class, of course, are really good players. Of course, you're having to kind of sweat this thing out with Tyler Lockhart here again who I still think is the state's top defensive player. Ole Miss had him in over the weekend, and so now there's a little drama about that. But you got a good linebacking group coming in. But this 2025 season is going to be defined on what happens this month in the NCAA transfer portal. And I think whether you're Coleman Hutzler or Jeff Lebby or David Turner or anybody, if you're on the Mississippi State payroll, this is perhaps the most important month of your tenure at Mississippi State. So,
yeah. I think it's career suicide. I mean, I think first of all, you're going to take a massive hit regardless. Let's just say they let go of Coleman Hutzler and landed on Jeff Collins, which would be like a grand slam. And let's say your floor needs to be Todd Grantham, who I'm still a little shaky, but he'd be a massive upgrade. But I don't know how Todd works in the modern era, so I got to see some things and hear some things. But whatever, he's done it. To me, I mean, like, I wouldn't do that. It would be like me covering, me waking up for the next 3 months, Steve, and deciding to cover Kansas City Royals baseball every single day on this show and thinking that I would keep the same listenership and revenue and advertising. Is the equivalent of keeping Coleman Hutzler. Would that make sense to you if I told you I was going to do that this afternoon?
Absolutely not. And I think that's an interesting euphemism because of the fact you've got to give people what they want, right? And that doesn't mean letting them make all the decisions. I mean, we've got some people out there that think they should decide uniform combos and even call plays and things of that nature. Conduct a Twitter poll to decide who's going to be coaching.
Right.
I mean,
but I'm not worried about any of that. This is a big boy deal,
Exactly. But if you just got up one day and said, you know what, I'm going to, we've built this show on sports and we're going to make it a cooking show, chances are that you're not going to have your advertisers renew. You may pick up some other ones, but you're probably going to have to sell that condo. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the reality of that, I mean, and so when I think about Mississippi State football, when I think about season ticket renewals next year, and I think you and I touched on this off air, but it's the Sky Dog people that it impacts the most. Like there's some people, you guys that you mentioned that sit between the 30s and the sky boxes. They're never going to give up their priority points, right? They're going to come here and they're going to be around their friends. But the feeder program for future lower bowl season ticket holders is going to come from the Sky Deck. And when you think about that aspect of it, hey, I've enjoyed being a season ticket holder. There's a sense of pride with that, right? You feel like that you're a stockholder.
Sure.
Thing. I'm not just coming to a game every once in a while. I'm a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
And then you say, you know what? Eventually, I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to get in the lower bowl, and well, if you're a first-time season ticket holder this year, and you go 2-10, and you think maybe there's more of the same next year, well, you're certainly not going to upgrade your tickets. You're certainly not going to go to your wife and say, hey, listen, I know we spent a couple grand this year. I'm going to double down next year, and we're going to spend $4,000, maybe $5,000, and give a big donation to the Bulldog Club to improve our priority seating. Well, that's just not going to happen, And so when you do things like this, I think that's who it impacts the most, are those future season ticket holders that eventually become the lifeblood of your program.
All right, 15 seconds. Tyler Lockhart to Mississippi State or Ole Miss?
I expect him to stick with State. I think it'll be a fun 72 hours. I think in the end he's with State.
Okay. And we have $100 dinner bet, right?
We do.
All right. Commodore Bob's or Restaurant Tyler or whatever on Coleman Hutzler staying or going.
Well, if you win, we're going to McDonald's.
So. All right. Be good, buddy. See you, man. All right. GenesPage.com, 247 Sports. Steve says he believes Coleman Hutzler is staying. I don't believe it because I just don't think people are that crazy. up there. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's discuss on the other side what Steve Robertson said. We've got an SEC Insider hit coming up next. Plus, it's National Bartenders Day, and you know I'm going to have fun with that.